By the end of this video, you'll know how to plan an entire solo trip, destination, dates, budget, and even backup plans in about 20 minutes using free AI. Not research for weeks and maybe someday. Planned. I'm going to do it right here on screen live so you can follow along with your own dream trip. 5 steps, 5 prompts you can copy word for word. And step 2 is the one where AI saved me the most money, because it turns out the travel industry has been quietly overcharging solo travelers for years. And there's one way around it. I'm Tracy, this is AI Serenity Toolkit, and if you're a woman who's been saying someday about traveling solo, today is literally someday. Let's go plan your trip. Okay, let's dive in. Step 1 is where most people get stuck for months. The where and when. We're going to solve both in one prompt, because here's the thing AI taught me that changed how I plan. When you go matters more than where you stay. The same trip can cost nearly double depending on the week you pick. Watch this. I'm telling AI what kind of trip I want, the feeling of it, not just the place, and my rough budget. I want to take my first solo trip as a woman over 50. I'm looking for this type of experience within this budget range. Suggest 3 destinations that are safe and easy for first-time solo travelers. And for each one, tell me the affordability window, when prices drop, crowds thin out, and the weather is still good. Flag any dates I should avoid because prices spike at that time. Look at that, 3 destinations, each with its cheap and lovely window in about 15 seconds. That off-season trick alone, going in late September instead of July, can be the difference between a trip that's out of reach and one that's genuinely affordable. If you're curious about AI and how it can help you through midlife, click the subscribe button. I do new videos every week. Now, step 2, the one I promised you. Here's what nobody tells you. Most hotels, cruises, and tours price everything for 2 people. Book alone and you're basically paying for an invisible friend who never shows up.
How rude!
But there's a whole category of places that don't play that game. Boutique hotels with real single rooms, vacation rentals at flat rates, retreat centers that price per person by design. AI finds them in minutes. Here's the prompt. I'm booking a solo trip to this destination, and I want to avoid pricing designed for couples or groups. What accommodation types work best for solo travelers who want fair pricing? And what should I specifically ask about when booking so I'm not penalized for traveling alone? See how it's organized by price point and style. That middle option is basically half of what I have paid booking the default way. Your invisible friend just got evicted. Step 3 is the itinerary. This is where AI beats every travel blog and search engine, because it's not handing you a bunch of links. It's a conversation about your trip. The best solo travel tips I've found didn't come from a top 10 article. They came from asking this. I'm planning a solo trip to this destination with a budget of about, put in your range, for this number of days. Build me a day-by-day plan that groups activities together by neighborhood to cut transportation costs. Include where locals actually eat instead of the tourist spots, the cheapest days to arrive and depart, and any destination-specific money-saving tricks experienced travelers use. That's it, a full day-by-day plan, grouped by neighborhood, so I'm not crisscrossing the city unnecessarily. And here's my favorite move. When it finishes, ask one more question. What am I not thinking about? I promise you the second answer is where the gold is. Step 4 matters more than people admit. Solo doesn't have to mean being alone the entire time. And honestly, that's the part that makes the whole thing feel more doable. There are day tours you can join for just 3 hours and then wander off from them. Group dinners built for solo travelers. Women-only travel groups. some specifically for women our age. One prompt finds all of it. I'm traveling solo to this destination, and I want the freedom of being on my own with a few chances to connect with other people. What options exist? Day tours, solo traveler meetups, women's travel groups, social dining, without committing to a full group tour. Free walking tours, by the way, are the secret weapon here. Social, cheap, easy to join alone, and you'll have lunch recommendations from actual humans by noon. Company on your own terms. That's the whole point of solo travel anyway. Okay, last step. And this is the one that protects everything you've just planned. Every trip has costs that don't show up in the headline price. Travel insurance, which matters more when you're on your own. Single taxes hiding in tour prices. Airport transfers at odd hours. The checked bag you swore you wouldn't need. So before you book anything, run your whole plan through this prompt. Here's my solo trip plan, and paste your entire plan. Act as my skeptical budget advisor. List every hidden or commonly forgotten cost for this destination. Insurance, transfers, fees, tips. Single supplements with real estimates so my budget covers the real total, not just the headline prices. And now look at what you have. A destination, the affordable window, fair priced accommodation, a day-by-day plan, and company when you want it, and a budget with no surprises. That's a real trip, and it took 5 prompts. So the plan is done. The money part is solved. So if you're still hesitating, it was never really about the money, was it? It's the other thing, the what if something happens thing. The can I really do this alone thing? I know that voice. And next week I'm sitting down with it. I had a conversation with AI about the fear of traveling alone. And what came out of it genuinely changed how I think about fear itself. That video is next week, right here. Subscribe so you don't miss it. Grab the free Midlife AI Starter Kit linked below. 10 prompts to feel more like yourself again. And tell me in the comments, where's your someday trip? I read every single comment. I'll see you next week.